Hi there. Let me see if I've got you right. Right. Yesterday on the video of my album, I had mentioned stamping my mica, and somebody asked me how I done it. So this is just a very quick tutorial, just to show you what I used and how I done it. This is a very old technique. It's been on the go for a long time. So I'll show you. This is the ink I use. It's a Versamark watermark ink. Now it's just the clear embossing pad. This is actually, it's like vegetable glycerin that's on it, and they're quite sticky. Okay, so it's a clear embossing pad. You get the EM Boss, and there's a lot of different types out there. I prefer Versamark. Okay, I'm going to do on black card, and that's just white paper. It's no black card, so it might crease, but it's just to show you. Get your stamp. Any stamp will do. It doesn't need to be clear. It could be rubber. It could be anything. Just ink up your stamp. As I say, I'll do one of these on each. Do it on there. Always give your stamp a wee second just for the paper of the card to absorb the ink. I'll ink this up again. And I'll stamp it onto the black. Okay. Now, you can use your anti-static bag, and you can rub, especially a dark card. You can rub the dark card first and try and stop it sticking and all the rest of it. I don't bother, because it doesn't bother me. If you're using mica or glitter, you've got to be willing to accept a wee bit of stuff round about, a wee bit of extra. Right, this is my micas. I've had these micas for years and years. Probably, I don't know, 15 years or more, I would think anyway. I've had them a long, long time. And you'll see just by how little much you use that they will last you for ages, okay? And they're cheap. They're cheap as chips, especially if you shop on, like, say, AliExpress and things like that. They're absolutely cheap as chips. What will I go for? I'll go for the green here, I think. And I'll use the same colour on the both cards, just so as you can see. I use a wee small brush because I've got a big brush, and it's just a cheap as chips pound shop makeup brush. I think it's a blusher brush or something. But you use a lot of mica with that, right? So keep that handy for your dusting off. I use a wee brush, and you just want to dip it into your mica. Get some, and I mean, look, a big hair on that there. One of the bristles is falling out. Doesn't matter. And then you want to kind of just dab it onto your ink, right? You can rub it. This is the way I do it. I dab it. I prefer to dab it onto my ink. And you can see it picks up all the ink all the way down. Then once you've got your wee covering on, see I've missed a wee bit of the stamping there. That's not anything to do with the ink. But I'm not bothered, because it's not a perfect thing. This is just a wee thing to show you. Right, once you've got it on and you've got it covered, you can give it a wee rummel. A wee rub, just to rub it in. You can blow it off, or you can use your brush and brush it off. Right, you can see there's no much of what they call a bloom, which is when you get the mica sticking to the card round about, and I wouldn't say there's anything on that, to be honest. You can see it more prominent on a dark card, the bloom. Right, you'll see it on this. I prefer doing mica techniques on dark card, I have to say. Right, same brush, same mica. Get your thing and just dab it on a wee bit, okay? I like to dab it on all over before I rub it. Now, I have used, way more mica than I need to be using for this, and I normally wouldn't waste it like that. So once I've gave this a wee rub down, I'm going to put it back into I'm going to sweep it down like this and put it back into my pot. Right, so I'm going to give it a wee rub. And I'm no rubbing on it as if I'm washing my face. I'm just giving it a kind of light rub. Then I'm going to get my big brush and give it a decent rub over. Okay. And that does two things. It makes sure the mica sticks to the card and it gives it a wee shine up. It flattens it all down and shines it up. Now if you can look at that, you can see there's not much of a bloom round about that, which means where the mica's stuck to it. But if you look at the card overall, you can see a bit of bloom round about it, but it's not nothing. And then you can see all the mica all over the card, which I think if you're using mica, you've got to be able to accept that, right? If you're worried about it coming off, just get your hairspray and go ksh. Don't spray it directly onto it, spray it up above it, across like this. And just let it fall onto your project and that will seal it. To be honest, I've been doing this for years and years and I've still got cards on projects where I've used it and I've never sealed it and it's still on it and it's fine, okay? I'm going to show you one more, just with a wee bit of a more intricate stamp, just to show you that it doesn't need to be a basic stamp. It'll work with anything. Ooh. And this is a brand new stamp, I've never used it before. It's just off of a Christmas set. I just changed all my trolley yesterday to a Christmas trolley. I'm going to do some Christmas crafting. Right, you're asking me why I'm doing this. It's a brand new clear stamp and I like to key my stamps, right? Because a lot of times your ink and things like that doesn't stick to a new clear stamp. And all I'm doing is a nail file and I'm just giving it a light rub over the top. And that just takes off the manufacturing process. Manufacturing leaves an ink or an oil on the top of your stamps. And that's how you get the pooling with your distress inks and things. You know, your ink is into wee puddles all over the top. Right, that's quite an intricate stamp. And I'm just going to come on here like this. Give it a good press. Oh, it's a wobble there, I might have a shadow. And give your ink a second to settle onto your card. Right. Now you can see that image, you can see, and see if you leave it like that, that's what it does to your card. It just leaves a watermark on it. You know, if you tilt a £10 note to the side and you can see like a watermark on it that's no there, you can't see it all the time, it's only if you tilt it. Right, well that's what it does. Let's use a different one. Now these micas here, as you can see, these ones have got colour. They're coloured. These ones here are what they call interference mica. It means basically they're white or pearl, but if I'm tilting that, you can see that's got a pink tint to it, that's got a blue, that's got a green, that's got a kind of peachy gold, and that one there's the lilac one. It just means they've only got a wee tiny bit of the colour in into a white mica. Okay, I'll use this one. Tap your pot down. You can even go into your lid if you want. You don't even need to go into the full pot. Into your lid. Dab it on all over. And as you see, you don't need a lot. I'm just brushing that down because I don't want to waste. Oh, sorry, I might put a shot there. I don't want to waste my mica. So I'm just spreading it about. Just a wee dab. Now you might see more of a bloom with this one because it's a larger image and it is an interference colour. Right, I'm quite happy that I've covered the whole image there. I'm going to give it a wee rub. Now I can see that's quite faint in some pieces, so I'm going to go back in with some more mica. And can you see it brightening up? I can even rub it in now because I've put my mica all over. And you can see that it's brightening up. It was just needing a wee drop more. And it lasts you for ages. You don't need to be stingy with it. And it is cheap. Right, I'm going to get my big brush. Give it a wee kind of burnish. A wee brush up. And I'm not being overly delicate, as you can see. I'm just flicking back and forth. And there you go. Can you see that looks kind of white as you're straight on, but if you turn it to the side, hopefully you'll see the purple. Can you see the purple? The interference colour. See? Hopefully you can see that. But there you go, that's how it's done. It was Christine, I'm sure, that asked. So there you are, Christine. That's it. It's simple as, easy as. I hope you have a wee go and put your videos up and let's all see how you got on. Okay. Right, folks. Happy crafting. Stay happy, healthy and safe. That crazy world out there. Take the love and light and I'll see you all again the next time. Bye.